Brotherhood yahoos. Name's Tally Lane. What's your deal?
Night Shin sent me to speak to you.
Shin? He the scary guy with the stick up his butt? Alright, shoot.
Disorder is to be expected in a place that lacked Brotherhood oversight for so long. Still, this is...
So I take it guns is what you're after?
Yeah, that's right. Now all the talk in the area is about
Okay,
these
oops.
Brotherhood folks with their high-tech toys, and I thought, Tally, you gotta get some of that. For self-defense, of course. Just so me and some of my poor, innocent friends can protect ourselves from all the nasty folks out there.
I should be getting back to work, so get at it.
I can't promise anything, but I'll tell Night Shin. I said I should go.
Hey, I get it. Promises backfire all the time. Well, go get him, Tiger.
This ration request...
Excuse me,
You looking for
Art
something?
Knapp.
Well, now look at you.
Yeah, look at me.
You with these steel other fellas? I've been waiting a good spell to talk to them.
Sort of. Night Shin asked me to speak with you.
Well, it's about time. I'd like to die of old age waiting on them. Name's Art Knapp. So, what's
Oh.
this night fella sent you for?
I was asked to find out what you wanted from the Brotherhood.
A fair trade's what I want. I've heard stories about these steel types back in the day. They was going around taking things from folks. For the cause, they said. Yeah, like that don't make them raiders too. Well, I ain't got much, and I already got to worry about raiders. So, I reckon it's better to make a deal up front. My farm don't produce much, but I got some extra, and I expect they'll have a use for it. In return, I want these steel boys and girls to keep raiders away from my farm. Heard a lot of noise they was on our side. So, seems fair.
Actually, that does sound pretty fair.
This better be worth it.
Yeah. I'll bring them your offer, Art. Take care.
Fair enough. Can't expect more than that. Thank you. You take care too.
Alright, last one.
Blood samples from all its members. Speak
Dr.
or
Blackburn.
go away. I do not tolerate eavesdroppers.
I'm
Yes.
not eavesdropping.
Something I can help you with? I am waiting to speak with a Brotherhood representative. I have no interest in small talk with strangers.
Actually, Night Shin asked me to speak with you.
The severe gentleman in the power armor, yes? Dr. Edgar Blackburn at your service. And what did Night Shin want to know?
He asked me to find out what you wanted from the
I
Brotherhood.
had heard that the Brotherhood possessed advanced technology. As a doctor and a scientist, this was of great interest. My research is always in need of equipment and materials rather difficult to obtain by scavenging and bartering. I came to see if an arrangement could be made, but from what I can see of their operations, they are as yet still in too much disarray. Given the state of my fellow supplicants, I would hypothesize that their needs likely outweigh my own.
I'll pass that along to Night Shin right away.
Thank you. Be well.
Alright, that is all of them.
Have you finished the task I gave you?
Yes, sir. I've spoken to the petitioners. I'm ready to report.
Good. Let's get this done. I have the list from their arrival. Give me the high-level overview.
Okay. Dr. Blackburn was looking for supplies for his research.
The Brotherhood is not a charity, and our mission does not cover providing... Unless the doctor intends to provide that research to the Brotherhood exclusively, and under our supervision, he will get nothing.
Understandable.
Building something big here. Don't get left behind. We'll make Atlas stronger than Fort Defiance ever was.
Yeah, he actually said other people seem to need you more.
That shows commendable discipline. Scribe Valdez may have interest if he returns, but if so, he is her problem. That appears to resolve the matter on our end.
Okay.
Next report.
I want it.
Art Knapp wants to trade a share of his crops for protection from raiders.
We are not mercenaries here to serve as guards for anyone with some goods to trade in payment.
It did sound like a fair deal to me.
That's irrelevant. The Brotherhood cannot simply be hired out to every farmer and homesteader.
Okay,
We have
touche.
our own concerns.
Touche.
Enough about that. What's next?
The elders have so much to teach us.
Tallying wants to buy guns from you.
No. We are not arms dealers.
Saw that coming. Understandable. Yeah, you shouldn't. She seemed pretty squirrely
That
to
aligns
me.
with my observation of her when she arrived. Your judgment may be better than I expected. Moving on.
Sean Hawkman was robbed by people claiming to be Brotherhood.
Impossible. Whatever happened, it was not us.
Old world science solved a lot of problems back in the day, but look what else it wrought. I'm glad we guard our tech closely.
Radiation levels nominal.
Yeah, he believes it.
Strange readings from somewhere below.
It does paint you guys in a bad light.
That sounds like something Paladin Romani would say. But what he believes is of no concern of ours. Our people did not rob this man. We are not involved, and it should remain that way. That's
Understandable.
everything. Against my initial judgment, you have shown that you can take orders and make yourself useful for the Brotherhood.
Thank you.
You need to lose those soft civilian instincts, but I will make note of your assistance in my report to Paladin Romani. Should you wish to join our ranks, I will not oppose your enlistment. I grant you permission, provisionally, to enter the compound proper. Go to our scribe Valdez. You will need her support as well if you want Paladin Romani's attention.
Thank you very much. Thanks. I'll do that.
Be vigilant, outsider.
I don't know what a Gauss is, but if there's a gun that shoots those, I want it.
All right.
Each day in service of the Brotherhood is a step forward.
Oh,
Here I am fixing broken pipes. What's the word from the Wasteland? Hello, civilian. I don't mean to be rude, but what exactly are you doing up here?
I want to join up. Night Sench said you may need some help.
Oh, a prospective initiate. The Night Shin sent you. And I guess we're both in luck.
Yes, I
Paladin
guess.
Romani makes the call on new recruits, but the Knight and I have some influence. It just so happens I'm in need of someone to help me out on a little mission. If you're interested, I can bring you along and put you to work. Do a good job, and I'll send a recommendation your way. How about it?
Yes. Deal.
Didn't even have to think about it, did you? Let me give you a quick rundown of the mission before we start. Our new base is littered with old technology, but there's something in particular I want to investigate. It's down in the bowels of this place, a part of Atlas that we've cornered off. I'm not keen on going alone, so I'd like some backup.
And backup you shall have.
Any questions before we start?
Nope, I'm ready to go.
Great. Unfortunately, I need to finish up a few things here. Head downstairs and I'll meet you in a bit.
Will do.
World science solved a lot of problems back in the day, but look
Here
what
to
else
lend a
it wrought.
hand?
Glad we guard our
Yes,
tech
I am.
closely.
The elders have so much to teach us.
Atlas substructure. Oh. Sorry, didn't mean to head on ahead of you. Are you going to continue to walk as slow as a turtle, or are you going to speed up and get a move on? I would like to make it there before I die of old age.
Good, you're here.
Oh, yes, I'm here.
How do you feel about reading comprehension? I was hoping to start out by sweeping the area for documentation left behind from before the war.
Reading the schematic is a good first step to problem-solving process.
Are you trying to get on my good side? Because that's how you get on my good side. But enough about that. I'd like to get started. Let's head downstairs and see what we can turn up.
Alright, let's do that. Oh, I guess she's following me. Wait, open door. Oh, there's nothing in here. Never mind, excuse me. Okay. There's most likely going to be enemies down here.
Here's one. This must be Dr. Hammond, Atlas's lead scientist. We recovered some of his holotapes and logs from the initial sweep of the area. This tech down here is even after the war, I should make arrangements for a proper burial. Not used to this. Here's a document.
Oh. Pardon me. Payout. Device requires additional take-up cooling to keep this machine operational, pumping this coolant through the device during operation, but so worrying about stress on its pipes, pumps, and valves. Repeated usage testing has been revealed or has revealed signs of cracks and breakage throughout. Furthermore, the hasty construction of the machine has led to structural flaws that could lead to high pressure buildup in the intake points, which could have destructive results if not addressed. These flaws could have been averted with careful design protocols, but the pressures of war overrode these concerns. I would be remiss not to not to recommend an excess of caution when proceeding with future projects. Okay. So this device is kind of ion focus. Our experiment with a compact ion focus has left it vulnerable to strong feedback during device initiation. It survived the last test, but the design should be reconsidered before any future use is attempted. Induction coil. The induction coil suffers the same feedback susceptibility as the ion focus. Repeated usage causes significant variance in the flux distributions throughout the coil. Redesign of this device also needs consideration if it is to be used in any future trials, as the potential risk of frying the coil could require substantial capital in replacement parts. Core processing unit. While firmware updates have proven useful in troubleshooting important aspects of Atlas operational compatibility, the sheer processing power required to execute the necessary commands require a special order CPU. This CPU comes at great cost to the operation. The numerous computing breakdowns during trial runs led leadership to question its long-term stability as well. Full diagnostic report pending. Okay.
This looks like what we need.
Yep. Following the dismissal of Dr. Isaac Hammond, LTC Oberlin has tasked me with overseeing the shutdown of the Atlas project. This report outlines the state of the project as of its termination. While showing promise in its final trials, the project still has major stability issues, and considerable additional effort would be required to create a consistently operational device. The working trial impacted the miniaturized ion focus and primary induction coil. Also concerned was the enormous stress put on the coolant intake pumps and possible